Good and wonderful family, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you for always stopping by. In today's video, I want to share with us a very powerful recipe you can use to fight anybody that is after your life, after your marriage, after your children, after your siblings, after your parents, after your family, after your career, after your life, or anything. There are people that is after your life. You may know them and you may not know them. Some of them have declared themselves known. Some of them are still hiding under, friends and families, relatives to fight you without you knowing. Today's recipe is going to expose them, is going to deal with them the way they are dealing with it, is going to return it back to them. Are they fighting against your marriage? Some of them are in form of side chicks, side cocks, in form of friends. There are some friends that is fighting your marriage. There are some relatives that is fighting your marriage. After today, they will not have peace. Yes. And why that peace they want to deny you, you will get it 100%. Are they after your children? They have sworn that your children will be useless. Your children will not be useful to you. They will not be able to have money to take care of you in old age. They will be useless, that you will regret having them. That is not your portion. Those that evil plans will go back to them. Are they after your business that you beg, that you come from grace to grass? That is not the portion of every member of my channel, or anybody watching my video, or anybody sharing my video. That will not be your portion. Nobody can say no when God says yes in your life. Or are they after your career? They keep doing things, writing queries that will make that will make you have problems in your place of work. I'm betting you today, after this recipe, they will give way for you. If they don't give way while they are alive, they will give way in death. That is two things is involved in this recipe. They will either repent for good, or they'll go back to their maker, since they don't want us to have peace in this life. We must fight for our peace of mind. We must fight for our peace in our homes. By the grace of God, God is going to give us strength and give us victory over these evil people. Some of them are people we know, we eat with, we dine with, we tell our secrets with. That is why I tell people, don't share your secret with anybody called friend. Most of them use your secret to fight you. Some people who have problem with their marriage, they will start calling their best friend. What is best friend? Who is your best friend? If you know what some of these best friends do behind closed doors, you will not have any close friend in this world. So let's go straight to the video. If you're battling with any spirit of sickness and you feel it's spiritual, by the grace of God, you're going to use this recipe to send it back, and that person will enjoy that sickness he or she wants you to suffer. If it's enjoyment, let he or she enjoy it. Are you battling for failed marriage as a result of evil people? Maybe somebody in your family have sworn that you will never have peace in your marriage. That person will have experienced the same. If he or she is not married, he will suffer severe pains in his life. Or are they after your life? They don't want to see you laugh, they don't want to see you smile. Nothing works for you, no matter what you try. You've tried every business in this world, nothing seems to work for you. You've worked in so many companies, you can't even last there for a month. This recipe will put an end to it by the special grace of God. So what is required for this recipe is just pepper and your early morning urine. That is all I need. Yes, if you cannot get your early morning urine, maybe some of you will say they can't do it in the morning because of the nature of their work. Do it in the evening with any urine you have. Okay, maybe that night urine, but early morning one is very, very powerful for this particular recipe. Get your early morning urine, add pepper into it. Read Psalm 35, Psalm 18, Psalm 91, Psalm 109 inside that urine and pepper if you're a Christian. If you're not a Christian, use your mouth, declare words into that urine and pepper mixture. Your prayer will be, any man, any woman sending arrows of death to me, arrows of stagnation, arrows of poverty, arrows of near success syndrome, arrows of disgrace. Some of you are suffering for spirit of disgrace. Somebody will go to a shopping mall and steal. That is spirit of disgrace. And when you check the person clothes, you know that the person, what the person stole, he has that money, more than 1 million of it in the account, lying there. Like the one I saw in a shopping mall, the girl stole something of, is it 3,000 or thereabout. The money she has in her pocket is over 100,000. The phone she's carrying is over 200,000. So tell me what will make a lady like that to steal? That is spirit of disgrace. Spirit of, and people were videoing the girl. I had to come in and tell anybody that will video this year incurring cause. I started cursing them. That was why most of them became my friend. They would have posted it on social media, and that would be the end of that girl. Some people are influenced with the spirit of madness. Once a man wants to marry them, they will start behaving abnormal. The man will run. I've seen people like that. I have seen children, they were very bright when they were in school. All of a sudden, you see them behaving abnormal. These are the plans of the enemies to disgrace us, to make our children a burden to us. You see a pregnant woman, all the while she has been going to the hospital when she was pregnant, the doctors did not dictate that the child in her stomach is abnormal. But immediately she gives birth, you see the child behaving abnormal, suffering from autism. When it's time for the child to walk, it will be a problem. When it's time for the child to talk, it will be a problem. These are what the enemies do to innocent people as a result of envy. Some will see that all of you are pretty in your family, they will make you people useless. All of them will be useless, they will be in the house, no man will approach them. This is the end of the road for them. So get that urine, add pepper, declare words. Any man, any woman that want to disgrace me and my family, that want us dead, that want to make us not to see any good in this life, let that man suffer the same way, or let that man or woman suffer the same way he or she wants me to suffer. And have they inflicted spirits of moving objects, pains all over your body? Some people cannot sit down for 5 minutes without having waist pain. When they go to the hospital, they will not dictate anything. They have put pins on your waist. We are returning it back to them with this simple recipe. They will not have peace until they repent. Say, declare words. Tell God to send it back to them and liberate you. Let them taste from that soup they cooked for you. Let them see how sweet it is. And they made your children useless. Let their own children be useless. Your own will be useful to you. Declare these words. Do this recipe. I'm going to do this recipe for 14 days. When you finish mixing the urine and the pepper inside, pour it on the ground, not on the tiles, not in your bathroom, outside. Stand on it so that you are standing on top of all your problems that the enemies has inflicted on you. Do this recipe for 14 days. You can do it in the night if you are the type that maybe people will see you. Just carry it in a container, pour it on the ground. People don't know what you're doing. Stand there, do as if you're answering a call. Yes, let me teach you how I do some of the works I do in a strange place. Pour it on the ground. Okay, put it in a bottled water container, let it be open. You be pouring it there. Do as if you're answering call. As you're putting your phone on the ear, you're declaring words upon that thing. By the grace of God, you see those enemies confessing or dying for your sake. Try out this recipe and come back for your testimony. I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Good night.